and then you eventually get like the extra Wraith Band, you kill him, and then all of a sudden you're good to go, because Quap needs to win his lane to be relevant as a game.
A 1 second stun, but a big blast is going to come through. Highlight Die dropped a little low, but Snaking's going to be slowed down. Manage to get the axe out. They will manage to get the first blood before Snaking goes down. They're going to get the deny as well. A sick pickup. Eternal Envy is low, and DJ is going to take a big blast to behind. He may drop as well, as they're going to throw the Snake out, as well as the Thunder Strike. That's 2 for VGJ. Storm Fnatic. They need to have a good early game, and it's already off to a rocky start.
Yeah, I love the VGJ draft. It's perfect the way they set it up. You have Vision from Beastmaster, BKB Pure. If the game is even and there's a level 20 Dusa, I don't really see how Fnatic can win the game, because they don't have the ability to shove waves like they need to really contest this VGJ lineup. Like look at the wave shove on VG Storm, right? Yep. How do you ever actually force them to play into you? They can just cut the map, keep farming, delay the game, and eventually take some decisive fight at Roche that just secures them.
A heavy nuke onto the Beastmaster brings him low. DJ's going to try and go for this kill. Ether Shock is up in a second. He goes behind the trees, still managed to get it. DJ will lose his life in return, it looks like. Highlight Die just tries to get some damage onto MSS in return, so they trade out. The Beastmaster does have a bit of a CS lead for now, being a melee hero up against a range. Another 1 second stun. Oh, a little bit of overlapping stuns there, but they might still be able to get this kill. Jukes into the trees. He does have another round of axes up. MSS doesn't have the mana, but they do have a healing salve on Snaking to be able to get him back up to half HP. One more 1 second stun. Eternal Envy just can't seem to quit it, and Ensnare goes down with all that minus armor and physical damage. Snaking will eventually die here. Another round of axes, maybe before he goes. Not gonna happen. Eternal Envy pops Mango. This time a 2 second stun on the Coddle to get the double kill.
A lot of mangoes expended to do that, but obviously you're going to take that. You get a couple extra.
See that play from SVG? He waited a glimpse until the creeps got it within tower range. And so then the Chaos Knight is in between a double damage disruptor and a creep wave. So he just completely gets zoned out from 3 melee creeps like that. Coddle's going to be caught by Shadow Shaman and the Naga Siren. Snaking trying to come over there, use as much damage onto DJ as possible with the axes. Snaking hopes to be able to run him down the board, slowing down the Shadow Shaman bit by bit. It's going to be a tough call though for him to be able to go all the way out. Another set of axes not going to land onto DJ. Now the Ensnare plus the Chaos Knight making his way over. Snaking has to stay ahead of Highlight Die, but Highlight Die gets the body blocks, and they will be able to hit the 2 second stun from the Chaos Knight, finish him off as well. This aggro dual lane, it may be able to interrupt some of this Chaos Knight CS, but they are dying quite a bit.
Yeah, they are, but I stand by. It's nice that Fnatic gets these kills, but they're still really just not able to maintain the level advantage that a CK wants.
Universe in trouble, glimpse back to his doom.
Like, you look DP level 6, CK just about to hit level 5, and the tempo that DP is going to be able to output once the ult's up, like, it just scares me, because I think CK needs more than this. I want to see him, because
his early level 6, now level 7, to pressure that off-lane tower. Scare Universe back again. They're going to catch him inside the kinetic field. Universe doesn't really have a way out of here. Highlight Die, TP's in. Not much he can do to save Universe either. Yeah,
and that's the strength. That's why Disruptor's bottom as well, because DP's going to win this lane maybe 60-40 naturally. We throw in a Disruptor and look what happens.
Yeah, good. Slims back onto the Naga Siren. Pops the illusions just to try and share some of the damage. Not going to happen though. You are continue with that exorcism. It's going to get pulled back. He's going to take that bottom tower as well, just as it fades. 2 towers.
Team fights, you're just healing for what feels like a bajillion. Yep. And then you just never die.
That's what I've been saying. 80% base damage, Duke too, right? Ton of value. SVG is very dead. But hey, he takes the gank for him and doesn't quite hit him. Glimpse back straight up on the Highlight Die. The Ensnare goes out first though. Eternal Envy tries to finish off Snaking with the illusion. Might be able to run him down. Not going to be the case. Eternal Envy turns. This time going for the Disruptor. Big blast is going to come through. More axes. Everyone's so low. Eternal Envy so close to a kill on anybody, but can't find them.
Yeah, I am not sure what Fnatic does to get back into this game. This is one of those scenarios where it feels like they're the team with the...
Closer to this Death Prophet. They're going to try and make a TP play, it looks like, with Abed, I presume. He's going to TP into the trees here. You are spotted out. Trying to get the Ensnare onto him, trying to get any sort of disables. Finally, they do manage to catch up to him. You are exits them, coming back. He's actually going to be able to heal up. They're not able to burst him fast enough. Now, Big Blast comes in. They're all blind as well. They're not going to be able to get the damage into this Death Prophet. He turns, has a Grip Swarm ready to go to get some more damage onto Abed. Abed holding on to that blink. Another blast coming in from the Kano. Clips Universe. He has that Aphotic Shield ready to go behind the mid tower.
Get a glimpse on mid here.
He's gonna pop his ultimate. They're gonna try and go for the glimpse onto Abed and into the Static Storm. So they'll kill the Queen of Pain, but the Chaos Knight's gonna come in from behind. But Resolution already pops his ultimate, so that means Eternal Envy just has to face away. Can't afford to lose his Phantasm Illusions. Meanwhile,
you have 3 enemy heroes. Like, you're gonna kill this Disruptor because you have a ward down there, but what does this actually give you on the map? The mid lane is in your own tower. Bottom, it's threatening the tier 2 almost. In the meantime, Yawar's just completely unthreatened, shoving the top lane against an Abaddon that can look at him.
They don't care about creep waves, dude. They're just going for kills non-stop, trying to grab Resolution. Resolution hiding along the trees, though, just outside of vision from the Reality Rift, and he will be able to get away. Now it's going to be Abed in trouble. 5 seconds for a blink. Way too long. Pylai die. He's going to be next up on the menu. Yawar just wants to be able to get a slow on him from Sphere Siphon. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Snake is going to be caught. Goes to the TP out, but the wards are going to be too much damage for him.
Bans that Night Stalker. This combo guy just jumps.
All right. We were talking about the opening, and that was kind of the twist we didn't expect. Eternal Envy just trying to man up here. Pylai Die has to bail him out. But a glimpse. Oh, nice glimpse. That song is just not going to last long enough. Eternal Envy's going to die anyway. They push him back into the enemy team. Killing spree for Yawar. He is so big. He's got 7K net worth already at 13.5 area, fearing some sort of smoke gang. But if you're aggressively playing forward, that means the supports are not only in the vicinity just to protect you, but also setting up to be able to go for kills. Bottom lane, Beastmaster. Oh, he's gonna get dove big time here. Snakey just keeps on trying to find some farm, some way back into the game, because he's the only one from VGJ Storm who's kind of having a rough time.
You have no Phantasm now. You're forced to blow the roster wards.
Oh no. Oh no. Roshan just about to fall the arc to be able to pick up the Aegis. Eternal Envy grabs that one, but the Static Storm is in beautiful position. He barely managed to get outside of the silence though and pops the sleep. That will allow almost everybody to get out. Eternal Envy is going to be the one left behind once again. Fnatic lose their carry, but they do at least get some Roshan gold.
And so VGJ just marching down towers. They've lost only their safe lane, tier 1, which is really just not a big deal. That's the lane that's been dead for a while, and they got tons of farm and pressure, even though Snakey did die there earlier.
Blinking, double silence, goes straight for the Naga Siren first. While that silence is still on Universe, but it fades, and he is able to get off an Aphotic Shield. Pylai Die, not going to be able to live anyway. Now Universe is going to be forced into his ultimate. Immediate Eul Scepter as that pops. So as he comes back down, now they're going to try and chase him into the tier 3. It'll be pretty easy. Fnatic just have no response whatsoever. DJ's going to be pulled back as well. Caught the Fnatic field, and they're going to go straight for the tier 3. Fnatic are all out of gas. They've lost the laning phase, and it seems like they're going to lose their base before the 20-minute marker.
This was just a 100% brutal outdraft. I do not know how Fnatic possibly win this game unless they just completely and utterly dumpster the laning phase. And it's just, as you can see, it's just sitting on the enemy shrine and taking a decisive team fight. But I can almost guarantee you're going to watch VGJ. Yep, they're going to get a kill here.
Yeah, they're just going to keep staying on your side of the map. Universe is going to be pulled back to his doom. They also going to silence onto the Naga Siren. Naga does have a sleep. Resolution is going to try and chase him down during that time. They roar up the event, make sure he does go down. Resolution is low on mana, so maybe they don't want to take any fight further. Eternal Envy preemptively popping the Phantasm here, hiding inside the trees. And you're right, he's got a coddle, so Resolution is going to have plenty of mana to work with. They actually just jumped in time to Naga Siren. Now Eternal Envy comes in with his Phantasm, immediately push back. That blinding light is just going to kill all the damage from Eternal Envy stuck inside the Static Storm. They try and blow up Yawar, doesn't even come close. Man, get the silence onto the Queen of Pain. The sun goes out, but it's too late. Mass buybacks, Fnatic. This is their last fight, some sort of desperate turnaround play. See if they can actually make it happen. A big blast goes down. Beastmaster, he's already dead. Pylai Die will walk away with just a sliver of HP. Resolution is out of mana once again at MSS. He doesn't have a whole lot more chakra magic to be able to work with. Yawar's caught on the right-hand side, but they're all healthy enough and able to get to the high ground. They're able to turn and fight now. Eternal Envy, half HP, caught with the Spirit Siphon. Yawar's healing up. He's out-healing all the damage that's being thrown at him. They're both fighting in the trees. Both Pylai Die and Eternal Envy trying to hide in the same trees. There's no escape, it looks like, from VGJ Storm. Yawar, he has a Glimmer cape. He will survive from Universe's aggression as well. Stuck chased by the kinetic field. Finally, Yawar will end up dying, but it's Abed. He is suiciding into the enemy just to be able to pick up one kill. Envy will call it. VGJ Storm emphatically destroy Fnatic in game 1.
I mean, that will have to be the biggest outdraft I've seen in this entire tournament. SVG.
I think he's got quite a lot of freedom. Nightscope can see him, but how do they kill him?
And they've got Bounty Hunter pace that they have vision over their opponents. They don't get initiated on.
It's Fnatic. They have an early the game to play out. Kyle, you were pretty heavily in their corner for game number 1.
You don't need to run back to base anymore because you have like 10 health regen thanks to the mangoes and the aura from the Satyr.
Yeah, there are some pretty value creeps out there. There's even Kyle,
they
it's
all
the
got
wolf.
buffed.
The wolf is there, just for you, Kyle. I know how much you like that one.
Wisp in trouble on top.
Needs to be able to tether away. Resolution. Not going to be able to save him. That's going to be your first blood at 7.5 minutes in for DJ.
The one bright spot is always a bed. A bed is the win condition for Fnatic. Envy's job is just going to be to hit the towers, but I'm a little concerned, you know, Rezo is very strong at the moment, looking to continue increasing and farming. IO Morphling will do some serious damage to your base, and even if you get really fat in the mid game, all of a sudden, like, your tempo and your pressure is just unstoppable.
DJ TPs to the tier 2, trying to stop this oncoming push. Abed is actually making his way over as well. He's got an Arcane Rune in his bottle, so there's no way that this tier 1's going to be going down.
It's working!
A team fight into 3 with the Wisp +1 relocate ready. And the downside of playing against Wisp, and one of the reasons it's so nice against a Bounty Hunter open, is that you are able to play different sides of the map without really being threatened, because you always get the relocate available.
Snaking's caught. He's trying to fly away over the trees. There's going to be tether, but it's not enough. It will not save him. Darkness is blown, and he still dies. Fnatic get the second kill of the game. Oh, and it might be a third kill. Oh, never mind. I clicked on Universe, I saw him pick up an Invis rune. I was like, oh, this is the moment. We're going to kill a Morphling. He's not level 6.
Soon, though, soon. I'm also, my hopes are high. I think he'll have a creep in about 16 seconds or so.
Jump in, another pick off. Pylai die, runs under a sentry and gets spotted.
Yep, that's the kind of ward sentry I love to see as well, because that is
a 4-man smoke up from, excuse, 3-man smoke up from VGJ, but it means they're going to run it into Fnatic as they invade inside the jungle. They're going for this Dragon Knight, not going to be able to find him, but their track on SVG. He's a much easier kill to be able to grab, especially with the Doom on the other side. They will sandwich that poor support and get some track gold for 4 different heroes. Now behind the trees, they're actually just going to relocate him out into mid lane. Morphling goes for a long way farm over. Universe. He had just cut down one of those trees. He could have stopped that Morphling's TP.
This is big though. This is going to be another track kill for 5, unless they don't let him get the track off.
Oh, no.
One Night Stalker just ran on top of. They have the double ward set up, so you'll see the Shrine, the mid-wave tower,
Be careful
tower.
with this defense. Snaking's coming in with a double damage. He's going to spot Abed. He is caught. Luna going to try and come in. He does have an Eclipse, but there's just too many heroes, and honestly, they're far too tanky. Dragon Knight, Night Stalker, and Morphling, especially if they split the damage of an Eclipse, they're not going to come close to killing any of these heroes.
Yep. And if you're Fnatic, you still need to chill a bit. You don't really want to be taking any full-on engagements until your Tinker's got at least a blink, preferably like blink 8.
Pylai is spotted. He just ran up in vision. Wasn't even invis at that point.
Yeah, and you don't want to be here if you're Fnatic either. You need to be ratting more.
Now they're going to be closed in on the Eclipse is going to go down. Dragon Knight dropping lower and lower. The nukes aren't quite there. Snaking will survive as well. They keep the Dragon Knight alive with the tether, and Snaking will barely get out. Oh, nuke from DJ. Not going to be enough either.
Cap. Yeah. Universe doesn't have a creep yet.
He doesn't have a creep.
I know he's a TI winner. I love the guy. Super.
Smoke up. Rubik and Luna are on their way. They're just going to go for the fast kill on the Wisp. Force the Morphling out.
Rezo was no TV right now either.
They need to be able to spot him. Get the track onto the Morphling. The Wisp not going to have an opportunity to relocate right away. The nukes are just coming in a little bit too fast. They take him out. And now see if they can chase down the Morphling. 4 seconds until he has a waveform. He is just super tanky though. The Dragon Knight is on his way in as well. Doom's going to spot him. Vision. They're going to run into SVG here. DJ gets a lot of damage onto him, tosses him back down. The relocate's going to come in. DJ, they're actually going to be able to save the Dragon Knight at the same time as they're going for this kill onto the Rubik. Really unfortunate split there from Fnatic, because it actually just means they missed out on a pretty easy kill. They're going to run back in as a 4-man now. Doom's going to try and go for the kill. Thinks better of it. Doesn't throw the Doom down onto the Wisp. Spirit Vessel laid out onto the Doom, but VGJ Storm are going to retreat.
Anything if you're Fnatic, I keep talking about it, but you're cool just delaying this game a bit. Eventually, you need one fight with a couple of track kills, and that's going to be game. Dust on cooldown. Otherwise, oh no,
they got it now. Universe does hit the Centaur stomp. Thank goodness he got that creep, huh? But Universe is still going to die. Run over by MSS. Tinker thinks better of his TPN.
I just don't like the way Fnatic's playing the game right now. If you're grouped up, like VGJ has an easy strat, then they just run at you. And you can't team fight them, even if you're contained there as 5, because it's just not the nature of the lineup that you're playing. And now you're going to be on vision.
Mid lane jump in with the Blink Dagger. Yuar finds the pickoff on DJ. Now the Squid is dealing with Highlight Die right now with the Rockets trying to hunt him down. That Rocket's not going to be quite enough, but the second one will do it. See the power of the Tinker Bounty Hunter.
This E-Blade Piper going to come online, probably before the E-Blade, and if he can just find a kill here and there, it's going to be really nice for his team, because then it sets him up to take a tower. They really want this mid tower most of all, if they can find some way to force a fight around it.
Night Stalker, if he runs into anybody here, he's actually going to spot the Bounty Hunter. Manage to catch him. They have a relocate if necessary, but it doesn't look like it will be. Well, maybe with the Tinker, he does have another Void coming up in a second. That should be enough to finish off the Bounty Hunter, claim his life. Get 2 charges on that Spirit Vessel.
Oh, we'll play that Snake.
So he can just play off on his own, because if he runs into a more important hero, they have a relocate. Meanwhile, the DK is going to try and jump him in. Does run into DJ. Resolution actually turning into a Rubik just to get the extra disables out. But Doom gets to the back line. Managed to get on top of the Wisp with the Doom already on top of it. Looks going to go down. Taking up a lot of the damage is Resolution with the help of Snake King. That will not threaten anybody's life. It looks like it's just going to be the Wisp who ends up going down, but they can deny him. Actually, maybe. No, Resolution. He decides to finish him off instead of risking the Doom.
And VGJ is just playing excellent around the map. I'm not sure. I think they're playing a very clean game, but I also feel like Fnatic is just not really aware of their win conditions in this game. And like DJ buying back there, but are you really going to be able to force a team fight? Doom is down.
Aggressively pushing it out with all the marching machines, but of course, as you're saying, VGJ Storm, that's not really their win condition. They don't need to play around that bottom half. They're just going to keep on staying in the enemy jungle. They're going to go for the relocate play, thanks to Night Stalker, finding the pickoff on DJ. And they'll go right back up to taking that tier 2 in the top lane, which Jakiro does pretty much by himself. Resolution will claim bounty on the tower.
And this is the scary moment for you if you're Fnatic, because you have an E-Blade Morphling with an Aegis and a Wisp behind him, so he's going to do so much damage to this tower. And they have the pipe timing.
Try and get the nuke out onto the Luna, super low. Sneaky tries to finish him off. They force out a BKB from him. 60 HP is what Eternal Envy ended up surviving on.
There's the Wolf. That's what we needed as well. They ran up to the creep wave, but they got one. Who's got the HOD? Wisp has the HOD. I love that, man. MSS is such a player. It's such an incredible item when you're playing Wisp. You don't necessarily always want to buy it yourself, but somebody's got to. And in this game, since Snake King is actually, he's not going for the pipe, he's going to go hood right to ag. I don't agree with that decision. I think you can get a pipe and just go hard right now if you find the Tinker.
Life as a support against Bounty Hunter Tinker is sadness. Oh, there it is. The big shotgun comes out from Resolution. He knew that BKB was on cooldown. Eternal Envy had used it earlier in a fruitless attempt to be able to save his own life. Just ends up going down anyway. A 5k gold lead now for VGJ Storm as they begin choking out the map. Fnatic do not have too many places to farm. It's pretty much only the Tinker can head out to that bottom.
Constantly in the right positions. He was responsible for killing off a couple of those early tier 1s that really just hampered Fnatic's ability to make plays around their Tinker. Bot delayed the bots as well.
He's trying to pick up a Nullifier as his next item, which is kind of interesting. SVG spotted out once again. They're going to try and run him down, but this time around, it is not just going to be SVG by himself. They immediately jump in onto Eternal Envy. The Luna's just going to get blown up. He pops the BKB, but all they have is physical damage, and that will be enough to finish him off. A big shotgun onto the Doom. That'll blow him up as well. 2 cores down from Fnatic. A Dust spots out Pylai Die. Resolution turns into a Bounty Hunter. I'm not sure why, but they'll collect that kill. Anyway, straight over to the mid lane where DJ is also going to die. Looks like Yuar managed to catch him with a blink stun. Couple shots coming out from the Tinker. DJ actually stealing the overcharge just to try and give himself some damage reduction.
I still stand by this Hex is going to come online for a bit, but I felt like an Ags in that fight could have possibly changed things, and it would definitely assist them in defending this huge push from VGJ. I don't think a Hex is going to do a damn thing, and he won't have it for this critical fight.
UR stays away from the marching machines in mid, goes straight to the top lane, but the tower was already low. Poison damage, might just be able to finish it off. SVG will be the classic one to die. He gets the liquid fire to claim the tower. That is so worth.
Yep. And when you're playing against Tinker, it's hard to end the game.
Oh, get the Tinker up to the top lane. They spotted UR. They need some extra damage to be able to finish him off. But our Tinker's taking some time. Morphling does manage to catch DJ. Finally, Tinker is here. Blinks over. BKB activated by UR, but they managed to get another track on him. Not sure they can really chase him this far, though, especially with Snaking and Resolution. Both joining up to defend their fellow ally. Ooh, Resolution. Slowed down by Universe. Turns around, just pulls him up. He has so much damage right now. Ovid is trying to get more and more rockets at these two. A laser onto Resolution, brings him a little bit low, but he has an Aegis, so he can kind of play fearlessly. Snaking's not going to be as lucky. Almost gets the silence, does get the silence onto Ovid, but he's already stunned up Eternal Envy. They have the track onto him, so Snaking is going to get run down by the Eclipse. Resolution no longer has that Aegis, but will have the power to take down a Bounty Hunter. With his Blink Dagger, he jumps forward and uses the waveform with an extra nuke damage. Now Eternal Envy pops the BKB, goes for the TP out, the physical damage. Resolution blocked up a little bit, wouldn't have had it anyway.
I love the choice by Rezo though, just getting a blink. He understands the game that they're playing. It's starve the map, and as Morphling relax, back off, and you have a 7-minute window with most likely the second Aegis that's going to respawn in about 1 to 4 minutes to actually do the exact same thing, but this time it's for the game.
So Universe is holding on to a Purge creep as we're going to watch Thailand die go down again. This is just his life. He has to run out there, get some vision, and now he's going to be running into the Aghanim's Gem Night Stalker all the time.
And look at the warding from VGJ. They have excellent vision all throughout the map. So many wards. I love the one that they placed right there. The camera's on right now. It's almost never countered, and it gives you great vision of both the mid lane and this pathway into Dire Jungle. And they can just play bottom, and in the meantime, they have wards to cover the entire rest of the map. Both shrines are down in a second as soon as they remember there's a bottom one. And then it's like, what does Tinker do to control the map?
I do want to point out, Eternal Envy is doing something very, very smart right now. He's been playing entirely in VGJ Storm's jungle because he knows there's just no farm to be found on the other side of the map. So he's just living here, and he's actually been doing so successfully for about 2 minutes now. Rubik, another shotgun to the face. He goes down.
No, they found Envy.
Okay.
It's dooming him, but
okay.
I don't know if that matters because he's just going to auto-attack him in the face and kill him. This is the fight, though. They need this one.
They desperately need to be able to get inside that Roshan pin. Eternal Envy pops the BKB Eclipse. He's going to overwhelm SVG pretty quickly, but Resolution's already picked up the Aegis, and Cheese now can come out to play. Hello, Eternal Envy. Goodbye, Eternal Envy. All right, he's already dead. And now the Doom onto a Dragonite who's super tanky, but he's not the primary damage dealer. That is all Resolution. The Wisp TPs in to be able to take the rest of this fight, even if it costs him his life. It means Resolution can go ahead and pick up the Ultra kill. Tinker, the only survivor of this team fight, immediately goes to push out the mid wave, knowing that with all of his allies dead, it's very likely that VGJ Storm just want to be able to run down mid, so he's got to be able to cut these creep waves.
I like this decision from MSS, just buy back, keep your Morph at full health so that he's not at risk of losing Aegis to some Tinker combo. They buy back on the Jakiro as well. This puts Fnatic in a position where they need to either buy back now, or they're going to lose at least 1, possibly 2 racks. And you can see the Hex from Tinker, but I would argue that you have the ability to do that just if you CC him before he starts morphing, which is simple when you have a Hex.
Already, Eternal Envy down to half HP, pops his BKB, start dealing with the creep wave. Resolution. Put a little bit of strength on him just to make sure he couldn't really be gone on. That will be the tier 3 going down and possibly the melee racks. No BKB on Eternal Envy, but still has the Eclipse. All this track on VGJ Storm does make it a little bit difficult as these rockets keep on flying in, but it's not too bad for UR. He's got that heart, so he's just going to keep on poking at that mid lane. Night Stalker as well as Morphling will finish up that top lane of racks. And the game just got a whole lot simpler for them. Blink 4, BKB activated. They're going to go for DJ. The Doom already thrown out onto the Dragonite, not the Morphling. So Resolution, he is free to just lay in the fire onto the melee racks, finish that one up the back line. Luna quite low. Might have to go heal for a little bit longer. Immediate buyback from Thailand. Not sure if he's going to be able to help out this fight too much. VGJ Storm still looking very healthy as the shots rain in. A blink forward, trying to catch the Tinker, but a hangs onto the Night Stalker. He blinks a little bit farther backwards. They will survive, but they don't need to get a Tinker kill. All they have to do is finish up the rack. That's why Eternal Envy pops BKB, goes and includes the physical damage, and he's overwhelming his HP pool. He has to get back to the fountain once again, but VGJ, they have already won the game. They know it too. Fnatic call GG as they lose the Vegas. VGJ, they're going to the finals 2-0 against Fnatic just like that.
I mean, that was one.